I'm Allison. I'm from the Frontiska Heritage Center, and today I'm going to be talking about galaxies. Now, what are galaxies? Believe it or not, but astronomers didn't really know up until the early 1900s that there were other things, that there were galaxies in the universe. Well, take that back. About the 1700s or so, astronomers were really starting to realize that things were much, much bigger than they had ever thought they were before. You started having star mapping around the 1700s, and then once you got around to the mid-1800s or so, and telescopes started getting a lot better, they started looking further out into space, and they're like, whoa, space is huge. And they started mapping out where these different things were in outer space and realizing that things were much, much further apart than they thought they were. Then you get into the early 1900s with a man by the name of Edwin Hubble. And he used a 100-inch diameter telescope and started really taking some serious measurements of objects in outer space. And he determined that we have other galaxies. There are these other things in outer space besides just stars and planets and asteroids, that there are whole other solar systems, whole other galaxies in the universe. Now, back that up. What is a galaxy? A galaxy is a collection of millions and billions of stars and galaxies, or stars and planets all swirled around together in the universe. Now, you can have several different types of galaxies. Astronomers have broken them down into three basic categories. I've dropped my big drawing board for today, but the three basic types that you have is you could have a spiral galaxy, cannot spell today. And spiral galaxies are basically that. It's just a big swirl. You can also have barred spiral galaxies, and basically what that means is before you have the big swirly arms is there are straight parts that come out too. And really that just has to do with how things are moving around in outer space. So you have spiral galaxies, but there can also be barred spirals as well. You can also have elliptical galaxies. And basically those are just kind of smudges. They don't really have a definite swirl pattern to them. They're just kind of there in big blobs. They can be elongated, but it's usually just this big swirly mass of stuff without a definite swirl in it. It's just a big blob of all these stars and planets and asteroids and gas and dust and all this other stuff floating around together in outer space. And then the last category is irregular. And that is pretty much the way it sounds. They can be kind of blobby, but mostly it's just kind of smatterings of stuff all kind of grouped together. They don't really have uniform shapes to them. They don't really seem to be moving in any particular direction. It's just a collection of stuff. Usually a lot of individual stars that can be seen, but these are your basic categories of galaxies. And the galaxy that we are in, that our solar system is in, is a spiral galaxy. If you ever want to see pictures of the Milky Way, look it up. It's really, really pretty. We're not anywhere near the middle of it. If we were, things would be a lot scarier because there's a giant black hole in the middle of it. Black holes tend to be in the center of a lot of galaxies. Their gravity helps move so much mass, because remember, this is millions and billions of stars and planets all swirled together in each one of these, and the gravity of the black hole often helps keep all that stuff together. So that has been a very basic introduction to different types of galaxies, and today we are going to color a galaxy of our own. So To do this, you will need some paper. I have just some plain old black construction paper, and I've got some crayons that hopefully are going to show up on this paper, and they've got glitter in them too, so why not? Because you should always use glitter when you have the chance to use glitter. So what you do is you just kind of color out your different galaxies there. I'm going to do, that's not very bright on there, but we can try anyway. I'll do, got an elliptical galaxy there, I've got a spiral galaxy there. I'm going to do some irregular stuff over here, and you just color out your different galaxies. If you want to see lots of images of galaxies that NASA has dug up, and there are some fascinating pictures they have taken of deep space. Look up Hubble Space Telescope images. There's some breathtaking pictures of things that Hubble telescope has seen in outer space. And then now I'm just taking some glue because I want to make things even more fabulous. I'm going to outline my galaxies here. And I'm sorry, parents, but I have even more glitter. But I'm not sorry, because glitter is fantastic. And I'm just going to sprinkle some glitter over here, make our galaxy sparkly. And get it all over the table. You have to do that anytime you use glitter. It has to get everywhere. Shake it around. Let it dry off. Whoops. And then knock off your extra. And there you can make your own galaxy picture. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section of this video. One other thing, if you want to help astronomers actually study galaxies in outer space, this is not sponsored in any way, but it's a really cool project. Visit galaxieszoo.org. It is an online website where astronomers have uploaded thousands of pictures of galaxies that have been taken in deep space, and computers aren't smart enough to categorize them, so they need your help. All you do is you click through the pictures and answer yes/no questions, and they just want to know, is what you're looking at a spiral? You say, is it not? So say, if it has a spiral, then yes, it has a spiral. Does it have bars? No, I don't think that one has bars. So you just answer yes/no questions about the different galaxies, and your answers help these astronomers break down all these different pictures and understand a little bit better about what they're seeing in outer space. There's just too much for them to go through all at once. So if you want to do that and do some real astronomy just from wherever you are, go to galaxieszoo.org. That's another thing you can do. So again, thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day.